Episode 26. So this is going to be basically about Call of Duty Vanguard, kind of like the Call of Duty Call of Duty franchise as like a whole. Kind of our thoughts. How I kind of feel like it's been going kind of poorly for a little bit. I think that it needs some work, and I think kind of like Activision in general, just
Activision needs work, yes.
Yeah, it's like I think just in general, like these large juggernaut franchises, I think we're gonna kind of discuss them, kind of how we think maybe they need to change things up. It's not healthy what's going on, because it just seems like even Paradox recently, they had a whole bunch of stuff like mistreatment, and it just seems like these bigger studios are really just kind of being, to put it lightly, a little mean to their workers. And as someone who wants to get into the game industry one day, hopefully, it's kind of concerning seeing from the outside before even entering in how kind of like toxic the workplace can be. So it is concerning for myself, but I think let's just jump into Vanguard. Give it your rating, Fen. You go first, because I know you're the fanboy here.
It's not that I'm a fanboy. I mean, I guess I am. It's just I don't know. When you want an FPS shooter, you play Call of Duty.
Yeah.
I mean, like, nothing really compares to it. And, like, I can understand why people hate it. I read your little script over here, and I'm like, holy cow, he really hates it. But warranted, it is a beta, and they did extend it.
Mm-hmm.
And knowing that they extended it and they are, like, literally fixing it daily, I will give them the benefit of the doubt, even though it's, of course, Activision.
That's like giving the devil the benefit of the doubt. It's like, whoa. You
may be a devil, but I don't know.
But it can be like the DXD devils. Actually, let's not go down that.
No, because that's a good. Never mind. Anyways, so we want those.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's just like when you first started playing, you told me you had all these bugs.
I did have a lot of issues.
And like when you were telling me, I'm like, you must be playing the wrong game. But
yeah. Well, I looked around a little bit. It seemed like those bugs were here there for some people, but it doesn't seem like most people are getting those experiences.
Yeah, because everyone I've seen, like, I would not see any of those bugs you talked about.
Yeah, because I was who's it? I think it's the Act Man. I think he was talking about how it's a little bit of a buggy mess too, and he was kind of having some of the similar problems that I was having. So because I thought like maybe I'm just like smoking crack out here, and like and then like playing this game, and I was just having a lot of issues, and I don't know, I just, the reason why I come down so harsh on Call of Duty, and it's because I was watching some like TikTok, and he was like, you always come down on your own child harder than someone else's kid. And I think that's why I come down on Call of Duty so hard, because I grew up with the franchise. Like, I mean, I was like 6 years old, like playing Call of Duty at your house. And I come down hard on it because I want it to be good. I want it to be like an experience that, like, because like, look, how long has this been going? 15 plus years?
I don't even know.
The kids who like grew up playing this are now having kids that are almost the age to play this game. And even though it's supposed to be like rated M, but let's be honest, we all played this stuff in middle school and elementary. Like that's where most of us get exposed to it. Yeah. So it's like we're reaching that age where it's like the next generation of gamers are playing this game, and I just feel like it's kind of like they're not. I don't know. Maybe Modern Warfare 2 and all that stuff was like the golden age, and now we're just kind of in this like weird. It's just they keep pumping out the games, and I think it would really benefit just from stopping for a year, right?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Because look, with Warzone, they stuck with one battle royale, and look how like successful that's been comparatively.
But do you remember they did Rebirth Island before Warzone, and that was absolute crap. And then a year later, they made Warzone, and it was good.
The thing, they don't stick to the good games. Modern Warfare was the good game, right? I really like Modern Warfare. I had so much fun playing Modern Warfare. Was it the 2019 one?
2019.
Yeah, the one that recently, the revamped one. I liked. Sorry, I read chat. I was like, "What?" Sorry, but I liked that one a lot, and so I really had fun with it. And so I'm like, "Oh, this is Call of Duty coming back." And I just didn't like Cold War in the same way, and I think for me, more recently, I've become more like cynical. I think when it comes to Call of Duty games, because these guys are kind of like the industry standard, right? When you think of first-person shooter, like you said yourself, they're like, it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's more akin to like vanilla ice cream. You get vanilla ice cream. Everyone likes vanilla ice cream. There's nothing wrong. Call of Duty's not a bad game. It's just, I think what's happening right now is it's uninspired, and I think
you want more flavors.
I want a little more flavor, and I think because like especially when you have so many other shooters coming out, like, because I was like, well, maybe I just not liking FPS, but I was playing Valorant, and then I was like, oh, okay, I kind of like it. And then I think, like, I mean, you can say it's probably not the best comparison, it seems like,
Yeah.
but still they're FPS shooters, and it's free. And that's the thing, is that when, I mean, of course, Call of Duty is still making a bunch of money, but I think it's like when you have so many alternatives, we're talking about, should the consumer pay $60, $70 for, and that's not including skins, season pass or battle pass or whatever, all the other DLCs that are coming along. And so that's the thing, like, it's always a $60, $70 price tag, but to get the full experience, you're always going to spend, you
like
know,
$100.
Yeah. So I think I'm looking at the consumer perspective of, it's not worth $60 comparing to other games that are out that are either free or half the price, that are not horrendous towards their devs. And I don't blame the devs. Yes. I don't blame the devs at all. I think it's just, you know, it's management, whoever's up top, head honcho guy, kind of just saying and dictating whatever's going on. That's what I'm assuming. That's what it seems like what's going on, is that there's kind of like this weird culture, and that I want the Call of Duty series, because the Call of Duty franchise has always pushed the FPS genre. Battlefield and Call of Duty have always been so, like, how do I, like, they're head to head, right? They're always the ones like, oh, I remember being in middle school and being like, Call of Duty better, no, Battlefield better, and like everyone arguing. But now it's like, that's fine, we don't have that discussion, but it just seems like they're just things that exist. They're not, while they are still juggernauts in the way, like, you know, in sales, I think in terms of creativity and pushing the genre, they're kind of lacking. And that's what I'm saying. Like, they have the research, they have the money, they have the talent to really, really go out there, like, to do the things that they want to do. And they just, because actually, I kind of want to acknowledge that comment, because that seems good. Vanguard beta has made me realize how good World War II actually is. So, yeah, World War II is fun. I think for myself, it's a little kind of like, it's been used a little too many times, especially because Call of Duty World War II just came around the corner. And I felt like it was a little too soon for me, personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the maps.
I do agree, because they are.
The spawns are terrible. I'm sorry. The spawns are. I died so many times, and that just made it like too many maps are snipe centric too. Yeah, sledgehammers. But I do.
Yeah. I mean,
you have a very good
when
point.
When did World War II come out? Like less than 5 years.
Yeah.
Right? And same thing with Cold War, I think. So it's like, I do understand why people are saying it's like, we don't want another, you know, World War II. It's like, why can't they just make something new? Because there's already rumors that the next Call of Duty is going to be like basically Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
So it's like, I guess that's fine if it's not trying to be Modern Warfare 2. Maybe if it's like their own version of like their part 2, whatever.
Yeah.
But World War II, way too soon. Like it's literally like you said, like just a reskin of the old one, but with the Modern Warfare engine. But see, at the same time, Modern Warfare was kind of good, and there is like that, you know, philosophy that like it's always good Call of Duty, bad Call of Duty, good Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people are hating this because the bugs are like 50 million, you know, on every single map. And like you go in there expecting to, you know, spawn, die, and then I do personally like the time to kill.
Oh, I thought the health regen was generous. The time to kill was decent. I thought,
but like if I know
there's good elements in there.
Yeah, but I think that it's yeah, it kind of is. But compared to Modern Warfare, I do feel like they're listening maybe a little bit more.
Logical Robot's spitting out here.
Yeah, he is pretty smart. It's
man.
like, I'm not disagreeing with him.
Yeah.
But it's like we don't really get that, you know, a dev saying it's like, okay, we noticed the issues, we're gonna try to fix them. In Modern Warfare, they didn't really say that. And like Warzone, it's like, oh, we know the issues, but are we really gonna do anything about it? No. We're just gonna ban more people, and it's like we don't want that.
That's the thing. It's like if they just buckle down on one game, make it the best experience possible, we can have an amazing Call of Duty.
Yeah.
And I think because of course there's really no incentive not to do that, not to put out a Call of Duty every year. And I think my problem, like I said, it's just I've become more cynical just because I've seen like, well, they're just raking in the money.
Yeah.
And of course, getting a peek behind the scenes, it doesn't look too great back there. And so it's just like you were saying, it's a reskin of Modern Warfare essentially, or kind of like an upgrade of like Call of Duty World War II. And I think they just need to start taking risks when it comes to games.
I don't like I never understood why Modern Warfare is again going back in time. Like they shouldn't touch those games. Old school Modern Warfare, old school like all these good games, they were good. So it's like, why are you gonna try to remake it? There's literally no point. Like nobody wants that.
It's because it's a safe bet, money wise. It's a safe bet to just.
I think maybe there's more scared of like you know how they made it where you can literally like fly around in jetpacks. Like that was a huge leap. You know, and it was good, kind of. And then they kind of just dropped that because a lot of people started to complain about it.
Well, because I think like a lot of complaints where I heard from that is that they didn't fully commit to that movement. Yeah. And I think Call of Duty just needs to fully commit to whatever they're doing. Yeah. Because like they have the star power, they have the ability to just do these crazy things within the genre if they really want to. And I'm just kind of interested in seeing like what are we going to see from FPS in general, because while we have many like third parties that are going to make games, because like I play a lot of variety of FPSs. Yeah. So and then you've played quite a bunch, and I just found myself to tend to like the more realistic ones, and you tend to seem to like the more arcadey or faster paced games. Like I enjoy I enjoyed my time playing Siege or Insurgency and stuff like that. So that's kind of more my pace. So also, like, coming from that perspective, it's a little different. Like, I can't expect Call of Duty to flip a switch and just be like, oh, it's going to be how I want it. I want it exactly. Yeah, that's too much to demand.
There's going to be, I realistically speaking, there's going to be, like, hardly any big changes to Call of Duty until we stop buying it. And, like, now, especially that Warzone, they're just probably to take those metrics, like, well, people still like playing our games. Let's continue to remake X, Y, and Z.
And Logical Robot still preaching out there.
He hasn't said anything wrong.
Yeah. Like, it is true, because that is a problem, right? Where you have mouse and keyboard. It's very hard for controllers to compete with mouse and keyboard the same way that when it turns. Well, yeah, you have auto aim or you have aim assist, sorry, and you have all that stuff, and so it does create a discrepancy, because I feel like a lot more of the sweats on PC. When it comes to like people who like want to move up and all that stuff in terms of like leaderboards and all that, you do see that more on PC. And I do love crossplay, because I remember a time when crossplay was not available. Yeah. But I think also too, just the way that the lobbies are created, I know people were complaining because you would get also too, like if you like the lobby you were in, you would just get broken up and then you would reform a new lobby instead of just adding people in. Yeah. And so I think they kind of do that, because I love playing multiple matches, like especially like when you're just going back and forth on the same few maps and like you're just having a good time. And I don't know. It's like I'm very interested though to see what Battlefield's going to bring now. Not to get too off topic on that, but I'm interested, because
I can't. I don't know.
Because with Vanguard now, it seems like you only have Battlefield that can either do something different or compete.
But Battlefield's the same thing now with weather.
Yeah, and I remember having a problem like, I don't know about the weather, but again, I think now after playing Vanguard, I kind of walk that back a little bit, because it's like, well, they're risk-taking. And I'd rather have risk-taking.
Are you saying that breaking windows and shooting through walls and running through walls is not groundbreaking for Call of Duty? Is that what I just heard?
That's the thing. Like, you have Battlefield where they're like, we can destroy this entire building since like the early 2010s.
Here's a giant tornado. Call of Duty.
Well, since like Battlefield 4 and all that, like you had like you can just destroy entire buildings, right? And then you had Call of Duty. I remember like people playing Ghost and like, I could throw the C4 and blow up the wall. And so it was like, like Call of Duty's been a little behind in terms of destructiveness. But something that I did like though is that there was a little bit more blood and gore.
Oh my God, I love that. I was gonna say that.
At first I was a little gross, because I was like, oh, like my eye sockets like out, and
I mean, it kind of doesn't make sense, because you get shot by a pistol and my legs fall off and like the whole lower torso's gone. But it's like, I like that. I don't know. I feel like if you get blown up by a rocket launcher, you should kind of just explode, not just fall down.
Yeah,
that's my personal opinion. I do like the ragdoll physics in like every game.
But yeah, because I've had a few like experiences like while playing Call of Duty, and that I'm like, oh, that looked like that hurt when I died, and so I do like that they're trying to go for like the gore more, like, and trying to make it more like, I don't know, COD sucks booty.
Only people who are bad at COD say that.
Well, you see, I've always thought like maybe I'm just like bad at the game or something like that, and that's why. But I don't know.
I mean, kind of is true. Like, a lot of people don't play Fortnite because there's like 5-year-olds building like, 1,000-mile high towers, and it's like, that's not fun. And like, I do agree, like with the Call of Duty matchmaking, all that, They should kind of get rid of that skill-based matchmaking because you don't want to be sweaty all the time. Like, I understand being sweaty sometimes, fine. But like, if you have to kind of go against people who are trying to like, raise their KD, so they have a bigger peepee. It's like you like it's like you don't always want that, people, right? Like you should be able to go in, get 100 kills, get
the
your
higher
nuke.
KD points, the more inches you add on.
Yeah, exactly. 5 KD, you definitely have a girlfriend now. But
yeah,
no, it's just Call of Duty is always gonna have the same problems, like regardless what they ever do. And I think that even if they do fix all the issues for Vanguard, people are still gonna play it. Yeah. People are still gonna complain about it. But it's like KD is overrated. I mean, we've seen this guy who just
hey, I've seen you play. I've seen you play. Oh my god.
The difference will be like getting a single kill. Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, kind of in Battlefield, it's a lot of just like sitting around waiting, and then you kill that person. Like, I don't find that fun.
Battlefield over COD. Oh, okay. So now we're gonna have a little battle in the comments section. Yeah. Probably see what's going on. But,
okay, that's just my personal opinion. Like, I like Call of Duty because it's always you moving. Yes, you can get a drop shot. Like, I mean, it's not that big of an issue. But like,
what? I am nostalgic for the 360 no scope days though.
Like, I like dying by that. It made me rage, of course. But it's like
when we were playing, you're like, okay, dude, all right, it's a beta.
Yeah. And that is the issue that I acknowledge because I was like, why are you hard scoping a lane on the beta? It's like, go try to kill people with knives or something. But I don't know.
Yeah, well, while with Vanguard, the camping issue is resolved in the sense because there's so many angles you can get shot from.
I hate that there's so many angles.
And so, and then also too, I don't have enough bullets to shoot everyone because like I'll shoot one guy, second guy comes out, okay. And then it's just like, you don't, like, I die mainly from, if I can survive 5 seconds, right, from spawning, I'm like, this is a good life. Because, like, I would get spawn camped and stuff like that. And I think that's where kind of more the issue is. But see,
that's why I like this Call of Duty as well. Because now you have a 6v6, a 24 versus 24, a 12 versus 12, and a 10 versus 10. So it's like...
Well, I think we should just talk about the maps then. Because I thought the maps were kind of weak. I think if you could plop that map anywhere into any FPS shooter,
it would be kind of weak.
It'd just be kind of weak. And I think because...
Well, it's the basic, like, 3-lane map. Well, except for... Actually, they pretty much all...
They're all kind of... Yeah. Well, the format, it seems like it's, like, pretty much is, like, it's 3 lanes with a lot of different pathways to get in between those 3 lanes. And they have some sort of verticality to it where it's, like, you can jump on top. Like I can't remember that one map where it's, like... Yeah, like where there's different angles and all that too. But the one where there's like all those books and stuff like that, and like there's like that bar and all that. With
the hotel one. Yeah,
the hotel one. I couldn't remember. Yeah, but because like I'd be walking and I get shot from top, and it's just like, well, I can't cover all the angles. Yeah. And I think that's where, because I think there's 2 things we have to look at. There's the inherent frustration with FPS. Because it's like, oh, I should have gotten the kill and this and that. And then there's a certain point where it just becomes unfair. Yeah. And I think when it's like, well, you can't cover all the angles, and it's like, well, yes, you can't look left and right, but when it becomes like you can't look up, left, right, and then turn around to like
you're like your head's gonna fall off.
and then I think like inherently it creates a less quality experience because it's a balance thing, right? Because you want people to be able to maneuver swiftly and fluid and throughout the map. But I think the way that they designed the maps here is that, yes, you can move around, but you get shot from so many different angles. It doesn't allow you to kind of patrol because through different locations before you get shot from the back. And because even myself, while I was playing, I didn't feel like the kills were as like satisfying because half the time it was the dude just spawned and I shot him. And then it was like, well, running around. And because like, the spawns are a little unbalanced, and I think that...
A little?
Yeah, and I think because I literally would spawn, and I don't know where that footage is, and I don't know if I kept it because I think my computer crashed when it happened. And yes, far more generic. Yes, you're exactly right. Yes, and then the destruction aspect, yes, it is kind of... I do like how you can jump through. But Splitgate, yes, because we played Splitgate a little bit too, and that was interesting because that one did make me baby rage a little bit when I was like, the stupid portals. But I respect it because it's like it's doing something different. And I don't know what Call of Duty can do different though, because like the maps wise is usually the selling point. If you got bad maps, it's not gonna be fun to play in. And
but there's 20 maps on launch, Ricky.
But I'm very interested because if these are the maps that we saw, because typically in the beta you see the best maps, right? The ones that are gonna be like known for, right? And so if this is like their strongest, it's like
it's a weak showing.
It's a weak showing, and
they're
then
probably, I think like maybe I hope they're not the best, but maybe they're just trying to showcase like the destruction and stuff. Because like the hotel is just like
you just
a cluster of
yeah
destruction and all that. But I don't think it's. If it is, I might ask for a refund. But I still would play it because it's the only FPS I like. When I can only play.
Well, that's the thing. I feel like because that's like the go-to FPS, and so it's like I don't hate Call of Duty as in like, it's a bad game. I think it's just it needs to like improve. Like I was saying, like it just needs to evolve. And I think the worrying thing is that it could just end up becoming like almost a dinosaur compared to other FPSs that are trying something a little bit different. Like I know more popular like games are starting to go in the format of like operators or like hero shooters and stuff like that, like Siege or and so I think that's going to be more popular. I think that's what we're going to see is like that mix of like powers or abilities with the FPS genre. And I don't know, like, because there's only so much like innovation I guess you can do with first person
like what
shooter.
else can you do for an FPS?
And so I mean, not saying that I want Call of Duty to make a hero shooter, but I would be very interested in how they would execute that. And so I think that would be very interesting because they've adopted elements of that with their operators, but like I said, they don't fully commit. And what if they just committed to that? And that instead of like the poopy spawns, like you just start kind of like how, okay, you all start in like one spawn location. There's like, 10 to like 30 seconds of like setup and then you fight, kind of make it just like search and destroy or something.
Right.
And focus on that. But have the arcadey gameplay because they have team deathmatch and domination down. Like they've always done it. There's really like, there's nothing you can really like do because I tried their new game mode,
Patrol
Champion Hill.
Oh, the mini battle royale?
Yeah, the mini battle royale. Did you get a chance to try that?
I didn't know.
I tried it. I won. I won first try, and I'm like, I'm never playing this again. I'm never playing this again.
Ricky won something. It's a bad game.
Yeah, it's bad design if I can win. No, because the problem was like, because I was trying it out. Like, what kind of like strategy can be implemented here? And then so for one round, I was like, I am shameless. Okay, I did try the sun glare. Yeah.
I don't like
the muzzle flash. I was saying that was a little much for me, but I did try to like just. I was like, what if I just stay here at spawn and then let the guy come to me? And like that's kind of more like what you have to do.
Well, that's pretty much what you do in Gulag. You kind of just like pretend to be AFK and they're like, huh? And then you just like psych. Yeah. And then you win.
And then you 360 no scope auto aim on them with.
And then if you die, you just complain that you didn't hear him.
Yeah.
That's the cycle of Call of Duty right now.
Yeah.
What do you think of the audio bug? Actually, speaking of sound.
Audio bugs. Oh man. For me myself, I thought the kill streaks were a little silent. For myself, because I don't know if that's a bug or if that's intentional, but I did feel like I was like, even Ryan when we were playing, he was like, "What? Where did I get killed from?" And then you just see the bomb dropped, and like even myself, it's like I don't really
just
hear
look
it.
At the map, bro.
Yeah, I know, but I'm like, if I'm running and gunning, and I got this guy here, that guy there, that guy in front of me, the guy behind me shooting at me, I can't really pay attention that some like Moabs getting dropped on me.
Have you ever seen like a pro Call of Duty player play Call of Duty?
It's very interesting. I don't have that level of skill. I'll never have that skill.
I do. No, I'm just kidding.
Jonathan, you're an elitist.
That's right.
I see how
don't
it
forget
is.
that logical robot. I'm just kidding. No, it's like the audio bug. I don't even know why that's a bug, and I don't know why it's in the beta. Like, how do you give us a game where the sound doesn't even work?
Yeah, well, because we were like kind of call back to New World. Remember, we were sitting there like, this audio, like
New World. I can kind of understand because first game, whatever jitters, was like what?
No Russian. Oh my gosh,
that's a reference, but no, it's. I feel like if they just remake this whole game basically, because this beta was kind of doo doo, it might be a little bit better because right now everyone's pretty much saying it's unplayable.
And that's the thing. It's like, where's the enthusiasm? Remember, every year it was new Call of Duty, new innovation, new something different, and it was just like everyone was hyped. You know, it was like, oh, zombies, and then like it was gonna be like, oh, look, they're doing this, or shoot, even like Warzone coming out. Like, I think it's just slowly like, because here's the thing, Call of Duty will get a hit, and everyone's like, okay, restored faith in humanity, and then it was just like they don't knock it out of the park, or they just kind of fall apart, and it's just like everyone goes back to complaining. And I think they just have to continue that cycle.
Has Closey played it yet? The hype for this seems I don't know if he's played it, but like I know like Scump and like Formal and Envoy and blah blah blah, they've all played it, and of course they're not allowed to complain because they get fined.
Yeah,
which is
and that's the hard
choice.
part, is like the people who are like big in the scene, they're not allowed to complain or show any like,
because they lose their COD partnership.
Yeah, like and that's the hard part, because like they can't take constructive criticism when they're like, hey, you know, maybe we should.
Wait,
try
does
to
this mean we're never gonna be COD partners because we're trashing their game?
Actually, I love Call of Duty.
Vanguard
Call of Duty is the best game.
Yeah.
No.
Wait.
Change the title. Take
Logical, quick, stop complaining.
Yeah. yeah. Somebody get Call of Duty on the phone. We'll apologize. Yeah, no.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. We're only slightly sellouts. But I don't even know what I was talking about now. But no, basically it's just like, I think because it is sad that they're not allowed to complain, because it's like, well, you can't improve it. If just an echo chamber of, yes, this Call of Duty is great, please buy, use my link in description, then it becomes kind of soulless. And I miss the soul in Call of Duty, man.
Well, because it was just about, getting good, pros, you know, do their thing, and then we just stomp pubs. But
the only way to bring this back is just to start doing like 420 MLG compilations again.
That's right. We'll bring those back with like the metal.
I
we'll get copyright.
I would literally, if that actually would get views, I would do that unironically.
It can't, because DMCA and all that.
So you can't even have.
So that's probably why it stopped. Yeah, Snoop Dogg's like, wait, I want that video,
dude. I love that, dude. I know I said it before, but I used to play those all the time, and I love them, dude. Like,
constructive criticism does make the world turn, but nobody wants to listen,
because it's like, okay, I'm hating on it just to get some kicks out of it, but I honestly think that like, even for ourselves, it's like sometimes it's like we got to be able to be like, hey, this isn't that good, or you need to improve this, and sometimes it's like when you're not willing to take it, you can't do better. And it's not because and I feel like it's not the Call of Duty fan base hates the franchise.
They kind of do.
Oh yeah, but I think some of the criticism is just in good faith. And I think that's the hard part. Is like, Activision needs to be able to be like, hey, this is good criticism, this is bad, and I think they really need to take from their partners like, hey, what is good, what is bad, what are we gonna do to fix this game? And I think Call of Duty can just be like super amazing.
I mean, maybe next year's Call of Duty will be better.
Maybe, and then we're gonna be sitting here going, "We love Call of Duty. Call of Duty is amazing."
And they're like, see, I told you."
Yeah, and they're gonna go back to this VOD, and then they're gonna be like, "Look, you see, those lines come."
Remember, this is Ricky complaining.
Yes, no, but
I bought it.
Yeah, well, I know I have my problems with it, and then I gotta take a look at my little notes right here. So let me see, but I think I pretty much covered everything I kind of wanted to talk about. But
okay, so do you think if they somehow fix every single one of those bugs, listen to every single criticism, and do change the whole game, do you think you would play it, or all the haters would play it?
I think I would play it. I don't need much. I just need to not die after 2 seconds of spawning in, and then there's just a few more things. I think you gotta the maps. I think they definitely have to try to do something a little different. But I don't know, maybe, dude. I would be willing to play. I played Modern Warfare, so it wasn't like that I just gave up on it all of a sudden. So it was I've been playing it pretty consistently since I was a kid. I grew up on the franchise, like most people probably listening to us right now. It's everyone played it, everyone loved it, and I think it's just we need to bring it back. That's all I'm saying. It's just we need to bring it back, the core Call of Duty. And it's okay if it's
I don't think it's ever gonna go back.
That's the thing. It's I think sometimes you can't recapture that golden age.
Yeah.
But
okay.
We can try our best.
I read something. I don't know what it was, but the reason this was an opinion of somebody. The reason that people don't enjoy games anymore is because they're no longer playing it for fun. And
You're right.
That spoke 100%. Like people who are playing Call of Duty right now, they're trying to be the next Scump. Or whatever.
Yeah.
They're live streaming.
Shoot, even ourselves, what are we doing? We're trying to grow Twitch.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm still gonna play it, enjoy it. Like I'm playing it because I'm having fun. Like if I'm not gonna have fun with the game, I'm not gonna play it. I'm not money hungry yet. But it's like it does kind of because they're making these games and they're like, we're still gonna make these games because there's gonna be like wannabe future content creators be like, hey, they're gonna play it, they're gonna try to make money off it, so let's just give them a piece of junk and we're still gonna make.
So are you saying just like the increase of money in games maybe just made us all a little greedy on it?
Oh yeah. Like I guarantee it that maybe if like fine, esports are still around, but if there were like ninjas and all that junk, like if all that was kind of like thrown out the window.
So are you saying Twitch is the problem?
Twitch is
the problem?
Yes.
Oh, that's a...
We're never going to reach partner. But think about it. Like, why do people play games now?
That's true. It's for content.
Exactly. I mean, like, we're like super hypocritical right now, but it's like...
No, we're self-aware. That's how you avoid any like responsibility.
I don't know. It's just... you kind of are true, but it's... Like, I'm still going to play the Call of Duties. They have literally instilled within us that if you don't have a positive KD, our time spent on the game is...
Oh, that is actually very true. If you're bad... Well, it's that whole, like, get off the game, kid, if you're not going to be good. Yeah. And I think...
Like, oh, you're 2-25? I'm over here with 6 KD.
And I think that's true because, like, even for myself, like, even when I go back and play, like, retro games, like, I was playing, like, Donkey Kong. And then I was playing it and I lost like a few lives and I'm like, no, I can't lose the lives. And I start over because I'm like, I want to do like this clean run of the game. And it's just like, I'm not enjoying it doing that. And then I stop. And then same thing, like I think the competitiveness of games is really fun and I like it. But there's a certain point where it's just like
unhealthy.
We just got to like play the game. And if we don't do good, but I don't know, maybe that just goes into like fan base toxicity, like where it's just like everyone. I think like everyone wants to get like the MLG 360 no scope clip.
It's a double-edged sword. Like you should play games and like I guess if you want, to like get better at whatever video game. But at the same time, it's like if you're playing a video game just for the money, you're like, well, why are you playing games?
And I think because we've touched on this subject before. Like, why is just games feel so soulless? Like, why is it like I can't enjoy a game? I can't finish like a game sometimes, and even like when it's just not like competitive. And then, the KD,
For context, this person just said. He wants to be mentally free from his wife and commitment. No, but that's true.
No, it's true because why do you play games? It's escapism.
Yeah.
Because even for myself, I'm like, why are we doing this? Yeah. Because it's escapism. It's to have fun. It's to go on here and be like, wow, I had a good time. And I've met so many great like internet friends through Call of Duty. Yeah. And like just getting off of school and then going home to play Call of Duty to get rid of the stress from that day, which is so like... was so good. And I think it's like it's almost more stressful to go on to Call of Duty and play it. And it's just like I don't know, because I would say in a way the lobby chats back then were more aggressive, to put it nicely, versus now.
Because back then they went against your family, but now they're like making fun of your small peepee and low KD. That hurts, man.
Just one single tear.
I don't have that issue, but KD, I mean.
We believe you. Oh, okay. But I think like maybe we just have to just deconstruct Call of Duty, like, and kind of look at like what is it? Yes, they say go make a sandwich. That is.
Okay, so Mercedes, there was a time where like trash talking. I don't know what happened, but I think it was Call of Duty, and like my own girlfriend. We were playing Call of Duty, and I think she did better than me or something. Yeah. And then she's like, "Why don't you go fix a car or something?" And I was like, that was an amazing comeback because I've never heard of a man diss. I don't know whatever that's called.
No, it's still like a diss. I don't know.
It's just Call of Duty, because there are times where Call of Duty, it's like, ugh. That's why I stopped playing Fortnite. It's like I want to play like for to escape from reality or whatever, and it's like I don't want a 10-year-old to stomp my brains. It's like
no, Mangitis. We should not bring those lobbies back.
No. No. See that the crap talking is still around.
Yeah, because we were playing and we were getting crap talked for a bit. Yeah. Like and that's fine. Like because I don't really care. Make them kids cry. No.
We can't.
Oh my god.
There's too many snowflakes.
No. I don't know.
First of all, we would get banned.
Yes.
Secondly,
nobody listened to him.
Yeah. But ban that guy. No, I'm just kidding. He's a mod.
I'll ban myself. But I think when I look at it, though, like, because we can look at it from two different perspectives, right? Like I said, is it worth the $60? I don't think it is. I mean, because in many ways we vote with our dollar on these games. The problem is getting enough people to vote with their dollars to just not buy the game. And the problem is just like, I think most people don't really care what way Call of Duty goes. And I think it's like, there's the core fan base who's grown up on it and really loves it and like wants it to do better. And then I think we're in that section where it's like, we want Call of Duty how we remembered it as kids. And maybe it's just us. Maybe it's the nostalgia, you know, rose tinted glasses. But also when I go back and play them, there's a little bit of a different energy. And I think there's something there to it is that, yes, Call of Duty is not the same. And I think either we just have to not buy it or just, you know, nut up and shut up and just play the game. And I think that's the decision that we have to come to. It's either throw $60 at them, get a mediocre game, or just find something else. I think that's what we're kind of like just going to have to like come up to and just decide, like, as a fan base, it's like, okay, we're just going to have to walk away and just live with that decision.
I think it should go free to play.
Free to play Call of Duty? That's a bit of a controversial opinion.
Well, look at Call of Duty Mobile. That game is making absolutely...
I thought they were shutting that down.
No.
Oh.
Only in China. That game is making like buttloads of money. There's tournaments and there's like constant people playing that game. And it's free. And there's hardly any...
Multiplayer only. Well, but
no,
like,
I don't really agree with that.
Story was really good.
The stories are fine, but nobody plays Call of Duty for stories.
Oh, well, there's always that guy.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, that's like saying you're gonna only play Halo for like multiplayer. I don't think so. Like,
but I mean, like, okay, because that's an interesting comparison, right? Because Halo's been pretty much around a long time.
Okay, and now like they're free to play.
Oh, actually, I got spanked right now. I'm going. Yeah, you're right. All right. Okay. No, I see it. Halo Stories is fun. That is true.
No, but look, think about it. Halo is now going free to play. They're multiplayer. I mean, it could suck, but, you know, that's... Call of Duty should kind of think about that. Like, maybe we should kind of go that free to play route.
Free to play route. But then, of course, they're just going to have more aggressive monetization. Never bought Cold War. Reinstall Black Ops. Black Ops was good.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know. Call of Duty sucks, but I still play it.
Like,
So Warzone. I think there's more people playing Warzone, right?
Yeah, and that is free to play. But also too, I think it's because it's had like the time to sit there and kind of like marinate in like the different things that the devs can like throw in to see, hey, does this work? Does that work? And I think with Call of Duty, it's like, it's so many times like where they build up, they destroy it, build back up, destroy it, and like they're just never build a good enough foundation each time. And then I think like, not to say that they have to go the Battlefield way where they only put out like one game every like, 3 to 5 years or something, but because you have multiple studios working on it, I just think maybe it's just longer development cycles can simply fix it, or also to just having like less focus on like aggressive monetization with trying to create these skins and battle passes and stuff like that to like get extra money from the fan base and maybe just build up that good trust. And maybe free to play might be the way to go then to build that trust up again. But again, of course, it could just be like a super aggressive monetization, so you never know.
I don't think Call of Duty or any of these FPS will ever go pay to win. Well, I say that very loosely, but I don't know. I mean, even Warzone. We said we weren't going to read the chat.
I know, but like, man, the Twitch is on fire.
Logical Robot.
Yeah, I like you. I like you. You get our seal of approval.
Well, no, because he's stating the truth, and like, are you a fan of Call of Duty? You have to be, right?
Yeah, I'm assuming he's kind of like in the same boat as we are. Like what he's saying, it's like I think he resonates with us, like what we're trying to. Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like. I don't know. And like the new Warzone, I'm kind of excited for it because I was like, there's no tall buildings. It looks a lot brighter. And I was like, maybe it'll be good. But is it going to be good? Because the same people who made Warzone are also making the new map, so it's probably going to suck. Like, that's why I don't play Warzone.
I just find it so fascinating, like, how important maps are in these kind of games. Like, I mean, like, I know it's like, maps are important, but I just think, like, because if you just have, like, a building in the wrong spot, just totally messes up the flow of the game.
Splitgate. Like, that's a prime example.
Like, Splitgate has to always be balancing the maps because then, like, you're going to run into, like, all these, like,
but in that case,
like that,
do you think they're making the maps based on the mechanic of the portals?
I'm assuming so. The maps in Vanguard are not very good, and that's what we're kind of complaining about, is because like there's so many angles you have to cover.
There's 4 maps right now, and I only like one of them.
Yeah, and then also too, like, because I think Call of Duty's always had like, or I should say like the newer ones have always had pretty decent graphics. And while this one is just kind of interesting because it's like it looks good, but it's like I was telling you, like there's so many grays and so many like
a lot
greens.
less grays, but there's still.
I'm sorry, there's a lot of greens and there is foliage. Is that what it's called? Like all the plants and stuff like that. The weather. Oh, so I've been trying to like snipe, and then I just get all the snow in there, and I'm just like, is that a person in the distance? And I just go, and I shoot, and I get it, and I'm like, nice.
The snow map is very interesting because there's a lot of like dark corners, and then like people tend to kind of walk there. I mean, it's like you're looking down the lane, which is understandable.
Yeah, and
but
like,
the one that I do like is the one on the beach with all the trees and stuff.
Oh yeah,
that's where I got a nice sniping clip of like a quad kill, and I was like screaming my pants off, and I was like, I should have hit record.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
That would have been nice, but yeah.
Maybe I'll play it today, maybe.
All right.
I don't know. It's just we're gonna constantly go in circles, but let's talk about Battlefield, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you actually interested in Battlefield?
I am interested in Battlefield. Well, I was kind of put off with like the whole weather thing at first. I think, well, like with the huge tornadoes more. Like I was just like, I don't know, like how that's gonna end up being balanced.
It's not gonna feel good dying to weather. That's all I'm saying.
I just don't want to be walking and be like, la la la, and then just like a car just like smashes into me. I'm like, all right, guys. I that would honestly probably like, I'm just gonna turn off the game. I think that would make me a little like salty. Not gonna lie, but I think because it got pushed back, right?
Yeah, to November.
So why? What do you think? Why it got pushed back? Because it got pushed back like a month, right?
Yeah. No, 2 months.
I think I have the date.
It was supposed to come out October. Oh no, that's 1 month. Sorry.
November 19th. Yeah. That is the new release date.
The exploits, yeah. Like this, I don't know. I don't have many high hopes. The only reason I'm playing is because I got it for free. So, I mean, that's to tell you. I never liked Battlefield though.
I enjoyed Battlefield 1. I thought that was a pretty solid one. I know some people were complaining, but I liked the Battlefield 1 maps and everything. They felt interesting and fun. Yeah. And I think also, too, it's just playing with friends is always a lot more fun in these kinds of games. So I think also, too, like, because I don't remember, like, really just playing by myself. I always had a friend. So I think also I have to, like, realize that kind of bias with it. Like, it's because mainly I play with my friends on that one.
Well, you can do that in Call of Duty now.
Oh, okay, like just throwing a little charge and then versus like the whole building's exploding. I don't know.
Bad Company 2 is still the best.
I don't remember. I remember playing a little bit about a Bad Company 2. But
like, what's the best FPS?
Well, what are we talking about? Arcadey? Are we talking about competitive?
In general. Like if we had a chart, if we had a poll, like, and then it would be
maybe
Call
that'd be an
of Duty,
interesting video
Halo,
to do though.
We should probably.
Is like a tier list of like the best FPS. There's Counter-Strike.
Oh, you mean Valorant? I'm joking. I'm joking, please.
Don't disrespect Valorant like that.
Valorant is trash.
What? You really don't like it?
I don't like it. I don't.
You don't like Valorant?
The sole fact that you literally stay still and crouch and then just shoot. It's like, okay, well, if I want to do that, it's in the toilet, But
I mean, to be fair,
it's stupid. Like, especially, I was getting smoked
how many times have you like shot like a Nerf gun? And then just stood there.
Who sits down and then like shoot, here we go. No, sorry. Yeah. No, it's stupid. Overwatch does not do that.
Doom. Oh, I played Classic Doom. Now that's a game. That's a good game. I was playing Classic Doom a while back. Now that was fun.
You're not sitting down, crouch humping the floor. Exactly. Thank you, Logical Robot. See? We trust this man. I trust this man.
I like Valorant, but I want to call it like the best FPS.
I can't.
Okay,
I can't play
if I paid for it, I'd have a different opinion.
I would have asked for a refund. I would make you because I downloaded it.
Classic Doom, super fun. But the thing is, like, you can't beat the first of any time. The first of any like game and like so like because having like I haven't played the original Wolfensteins and stuff like that.
Those are fun.
But I played the first Doom and it's like those are classics. So it's like I think it's hard also to like because you have the classics on like a pedestal, in a sense, and it's like not that you can't touch them. It's like they're good games, and then it's just like also like because of how old they are, like you can't really compare like a modern Call of Duty game to like something from like the 1990s or something.
Yeah. Oh, GoldenEye. Oh, you guys are like
Time Crisis.
But were the games actually good, or was it just good for the time?
Well, that's a difference too. Like
okay, so if we like, I've.
Well, now we're delving into like arcade classics, though.
No,
like
no, but like again, like I don't know, it's
okay. That's gonna have to be a video we're gonna do where and everyone's gonna have to send us like the different like FPS, because like I played a little bit more like niche ones like Day of Infamy or
They were good because they were finished.
They were good because yeah, you're not wrong. I can't complain there. But also that's the thing too, right? Call of Duty's unfinished as is, right? And maybe it's just like, because I don't know how much time like Battlefield can really, I don't know how much development they can get done by November that will just like, how much will it look different compared to, when games only shipped when they're finished, right? But
again,
but that was because of the technology, right? It wasn't a cartridge, so they had to get the game done.
Yeah.
So it's like they're not forced to do that anymore because there's updates, and kind of a good thing, because if you look at some of like the old classic games, like Pokemon Red and Blue,
imagine if they gave us
problems.
that game.
It had problems like from the get go, but they had to like ship it out and stuff like that. So it was good because now you can get live updates, but it's a double-edged sword, of course, and we can never go back. You know,
buying digital games should be cheaper than buying hardcover.
That's another debate. You know, like I don't know. I see the point.
I don't think so.
I see the point in that.
You screw over the developers, and nobody's gonna make video games.
Yeah.
That's my opinion, but you know.
I don't know. That's another thing. Like we'd have to like kind of like research and do like a more in-depth thing. But, okay, so we have 2 video ideas now. We have one.
No, this is a good episode.
I know. I like this episode.
We're doing this live every week.
Yeah, we're doing it live all the time. But so it's not just us speaking into the void, but it's like, because when you play these FPSs, I think it's like, what are expectations? Yeah. And I think that's the problem. Is Call of Duty has been kind of underwhelming. I think that's what this game is. It's underwhelming. I think we are trying to kind of like reconcile with maybe like the old days are gone. This is the kind of new Call of Duty that we're going to get. Then like we have Battlefield coming in. Remember Battlefield 5 was poorly received, to say the least, right? It was poorly received.
That's putting it nicely.
And so I don't know if how Battlefield 2042 is going to come out. I know they plan on doing a beta.
Actually, I think I can get into the beta.
So we're going to hopefully try to get into the beta.
Let me see.
Because in the new CODs, it's only a non-meta gun. You get destroyed. Okay, because
that's debatable.
It's like, because there's always the argument like just get good scrub.
Yeah, but I mean, there's always, it's hard to make a bunch of guns be exactly the same. It's just like there's
well, balancing wise, there's really, that's kind of like a thing, because like I found
that would be a boring game.
I found myself using the Thompson quite a lot.
Yeah, I've been using the sniper, so
yeah,
because my KD doesn't matter in this game.
It's a beta, so you don't gotta be sweaty about it,
yes,
right?
I mean, sweaties. But in terms of like Battlefield, like I think them delaying it is, in my opinion, a little sketchy. I don't know.
By using realism. But the problem with using realism is that how well does that translate game-wise, or as in like in a game design perspective? Because it's like, should reloading actually take a longer time, and realistically, right? If we use like kind of like frames where it's just like, or should it be like you have to, like slowly load it, right? Like, the problem is like how long and how realistic should it be? Because a frustration from more realistic FPS that I've seen, like, because I like to play a little bit more on the realistic side, is that people are like, oh, the reloading is so slow, you can only do so many things. And so it just depends, I guess, like the kind of like the philosophy like of the game design is like, are we going for arcade or realism? Are we going for more fun? Because realism doesn't always mean fun. Yeah. I mean, that's why we play video games. Real life kind of sucks.
I mean, come on, Chris. You actually shot all these guns. So it's like, is that a fair, take?
Just go shotgun.
No, it's like nobody wants to play a realistic shooter. The sniper,
The sniper reloads, those are kind of... I
mean, we're just like nitpicking now.
Yeah, no. But I know, we keep trying to like, let's talk about Battlefield. We keep going back. I never break my reload every shot. Oh, yes, I have that.
Always pressing that square button, even though you have like 30 bullets, like, no.
Okay, but that's like 60. A universal experience, right? I shoot one bullet. at a dude, and then I'm just like reload.
Yeah.
Like it's always like I gotta like just shoot a couple shots, like tactical reload, and just get him in, because it's just like you have to do it. For some reason, I'm like, no, I'm gonna lose the next gunfight.
I need 31 bullets instead of 30. Dang it.
Yeah, it's like that one bullet's gonna save me, and that's my philosophy. And I always die.
Shoot once, miss, reload.
Yeah, I always die because I'm always constantly reloading. That's something like, but that's just my fault. Like I can't blame that.
Y'all just bad.
Yeah, maybe we just need to get good.
Actually, that's the real thing. Oh, see, we are doing realistic shooting. See,
yeah.
You're welcome. I don't know. It's called
tactical reload.
Okay, Chris. But again, like, why would you? Maybe I won't ask that. Like, you've shot real guns and all that, so it's like, do you want to shoot that in a video game? I don't know.
But I think it just comes down to like, is it realism? Is it like how functional is it going to be in a game? Because there's only so much like you can do, right, to like emulate real life.
Mm-hmm.
And then so I think and then also too, like maybe by making it as realistic as possible, you just kind of like, maybe some people are just going to complain, oh, it's not actually realistic, and then it just goes full circle again, and it becomes like this like hamster wheel of like, oh, now it's kind of like I don't want to say slippery slope, but I feel like there could be problems.
Everything's a double-edged sword.
Everything's wrong. The whole world's on fire. It doesn't matter anymore.
I want the 50 cal to split the person. They do now. So
yeah,
when you die in Vanguard, your whole body just like.
I mean, when I shoot someone in the head, they sure did. Yeah. Keep that in context, please. But yes,
in video games, right?
Yes.
We won't say his name just in case.
Yes, but I don't know, because with Battlefield 2042, I don't think, even if Battlefield just came out with like the best, wildest game ever,
I still won't play it.
You still won't play it?
Nope.
No?
Mm-mm.
So look, what's your reservations with Battlefield?
Okay. I'm blind, okay? So if I have to squint with glasses on just to see a person like 1,000 miles away, I'm not playing that. I don't want to feel blind playing the game.
Just zoom in with the scope.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, even then, I'm just like, is that a guy or a rock?
Get a bigger screen.
If I get it, you'll get it. I have it. I'm going to play it.
We're going to play Battlefield so that we can talk about it, because I think that'll be an interesting comparison. But I definitely want to make a tier list now. Yeah, I think we should go through, like, because I think also, too, we just have to make sure to do classics, like, as a separate category. Because then it's, like, it's kind of hard. So third-person mode. Oh, third-person FPS is.
I love third-person.
Like, the Uncharted series, I think are good. New battle. I saw the game needs a major delay.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Yeah, because I haven't seen any of the leaked footage. I usually don't look at leaked footage.
The beta, I think, is either next week or the week after. So maybe we should talk about that.
Yeah, because like we plan on probably like talking about for whenever like that episode comes out for the week of the beta. Yeah. So.
Well, no, they didn't.
They're not. Yeah, because the delay's only to November 19th, and the thing is like, we don't know if like they're gonna just keep pushing that back, because I feel like November 19th, like what can they get done? Like I said earlier, what can they get done?
Well, like I don't know. That's the worrisome. They're probably like, wait, this game's not finished. And so when they release it, it's still not gonna be finished.
Because like, let's think about like, because they're saying like, oh, we got like development teams all around the world working on it 24/7, and so like, because how many years has this been working on? Does anyone know?
I think like 3 years.
3 years. So it's like, I don't know, like, because either it's not going to be as ambitious as we.
It's going to be, I guarantee.
Okay, we have to start taking like bets. Is it going to be another Battlefield 5 or something? Because like the problem with that one, I think, was just the general reception and how they handled the PR. And while I played the game, I did not like the mechanics of it. I didn't enjoy it as a first-person shooter, and so mechanically it didn't work well. Plus. The PR team just sucked on that when they were just like, then don't buy the game. We don't want you in the game. And there was a lot of stuff. And I think like, wow, I understand the message. It's like, if you don't like it, don't buy it. But yeah, if you don't like it, don't buy it. And that makes total sense. That makes total sense to do that. And to say that, the problem is like how people internalize that is just like, oh, I'm not going to buy it now because you're telling me not to buy the game. And Medal of Honor, that would actually be kind of interesting.
But see, that game doesn't really compare to the games now. I don't know. It's the mix of.
But that's the thing. It's like, if you do bring back Medal of Honor, is it going to be like, because
like how would they make that a good game?
Game design has changed from like the old how like from GoldenEye, right, to like and then like from Doom, and then to like what we have now. So it's a little bit different.
Man, Logical, you're like right on everything.
Yeah, dude. You're our new friend now.
Yeah.
But Also, thanks for that follow, dude. Really appreciate it.
It's supposed to do at the end of the stream.
Oh,
Anyways,
yes, I'm sorry. Yes, I forget to
we're doing this live, baby.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people don't really play Battlefield.
Mm-hmm. Maybe we should just go back to playing our kids' games like Pokemon, huh?
I mean, we could talk about Pokemon Unite. That game slaps.
But yeah, I do have problems with that game, like the monetization and all that stuff. But
kind of like a short conclusion. The only reason I'm playing Battlefield 2042 is because I got it for free. I already bought Call of Duty Vanguard because I'm a Call of Duty fan.
What about Ghost Recon? I don't know. I remember that. Do you ever play the Ghost Recon
I don't
games?
like the multiplayer.
Because I think it was the one on the original Xbox. I don't remember.
That's an old one.
Guerrilla Fighter or something like that?
I really enjoyed that game, though.
Yeah.
But it was single player.
That was, I think. Because that was kind of like the more, the story was super fun. And I thought it was very, like, I mean, because I watched some footage of it going back, and it's like, oh, it's a little clunky compared to, like, now. Yeah. But I think, like, these games still hold up. There was Recon, Ghost Recon.
Yeah, but he says there's nothing Recon about it.
Oh, yeah. It's like, all right. We can't acknowledge. Yeah. We can't acknowledge. I'm sorry.
We should end the podcast and then.
Yeah, but I guess kind of like this is more into the open debate part then, I guess, of the stuff. But I guess kind of just to go over,
our final conclusions.
Because we've been running around in circles this podcast. Oh, man. I think final conclusion for me is it's not worth the money. I think when you have other free options or cheaper options, it's not worth the play. It's not worth paying to play. I think it is going to end up being kind of a disappointment overall. And I think, like, yes, it's a beta, but I feel like too often we use it's a beta as an excuse. And again, like, because I think we have to like make a distinct, like, the development team, the people working on the game, I don't like to blame them. They're just people who are passionate about making games. And I think it's more the management head honcho side, like I said earlier, that's having these problems. So I'm not like, I don't even think like we should go after like individual devs, like it's their problem. But it's like, it's the people that are kind of being bad in Activision that we have to hold accountable for these kind of games. The thing is, it's more, for me, I'm always kind of like, if you don't like the game, don't buy it. If enough people don't like the game, no one will buy it, and then they're going to have to change. But, of course, Call of Duty's never going to have to do that. They make so much money. Yeah. So I think for me, I'm just going to bow out. If they make a good game, I'll jump right back in and support it. But I think that's just the verdict for me.
But, like again, though, if they fix everything in the beta, how are you going to know if it's good if you're not going to play it?
Well, a lot of the times they just have the beta, so it's fine, like, to just get, or like, you'll buy it definitely. So for me, I can always just come over to your house and then play for 15 minutes, baby rage, and then leave.
I do agree that beta should not be like literally a month before it comes out.
That's true. Because beta to release usually isn't a long enough window to overhaul the game in any meaningful manner. Yeah. They can adjust bullet damage or velocity or certain things, but they can't just like to redo the maps all over again is going to take too much time. And also it's stress on the developers, man, because they're working 24 hours basically. They're stressing out trying to get the game, and we should never send any hate towards them. And that's like my main point is like I don't blame them. They're just being told what to do, and I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting. I'm interested to see what Call of Duty has coming next year, I guess, because it's like I'm skipping.
Look, I'm gonna call it here on this date on the 20th of September 2021. Next year is gonna be one of the best Call of Duties ever.
You think next year?
Because they're changing pretty much everything about Activision Blizzard. And I know on this game it's a little too late, but they are finally listening. They are making daily changes. This game could be good, next year. Another Black Ops? No. But I think, yeah, sure, you could probably skip on this one if you want. I'm not. But next year would probably be a good one. Battlefield, never going to be good.
You think Battlefield's never going to be good?
No.
Ridiculously fast deadlines and smaller teams. I think, yeah, it's just the games take way too little time to, like, just put them out there. They need to take longer times, and that's what I was saying. They just focus on one game, making it really good, get everyone on board for it, and then it's fine. We can have a good Call of Duty game or a good Battlefield game. Advanced Warfare.
No shot, you're really actually meaning that.
You know what? I bet they could bring it and make it good.
No.
I bet they could. They could.
No.
I'm saying that just to trigger you, but
no.
No.
You know what? Let's have a Call of Duty in space. Let's go.
Wait.
We need games
Call of
in
Duty in
space.
space?
Yes.
Well, someone, okay, I think it's still like the Actman video or some YouTuber I was watching. He was like, why don't they try like some cyberpunk or like steampunk, you know, diesel punk kind of thing?
Exactly.
Like a
Dead Space. That's a good game.
That might be a little controversial because there was there is an FPS shooter that is supposed to be based off of like the Middle Eastern wars, and I know they're getting a lot of heat.
I think it's called like Squad or something.
Well, I played Squad, and it's not that one; it's a different one. Like they canceled it, and then it's supposed to go through like some soldiers' like lives and stuff or times in like Iraq or something like that. But Squad's a good game. I played that. It's a little difficult to get into, but I played it a bit. It's very interesting, the player base. But yeah, final verdict, because we keep going and we keep going. Final verdict is for you.
For me, I'm getting Call of Duty.
You're
regardless.
getting the game.
I already pre-ordered it.
I'm
still gonna play it. Battlefield only playing because I got it for free. It's probably gonna be worse than Call of Duty. I'm calling it.
All right. So we'll have to remember this episode 26.
26.
Yeah, we'll remember that. Next year's Call of Duty is gonna be good.
Rating out of 10.
Rating out of 10. Oh, that's gonna be. I'll give it like a 4.
Yikes.
4.5.
I don't know. See,
on a good day, if I'm getting a good kill streak, 4.5.
Yeah.
If I'm doing good.
I don't know. Because I was lucky. I hardly got any bugs. The only one I had was audio. I give it like a solid like 6. If it's not, you gotta wear a lolly shirt.
I'd rather not. Oh wait. If it's
3 out of 10, I don't know. I'm not a negative person, so this is coming from a very optimistic
logical
opinion.
robot spitting.
Look, logical. I liked you before. No, I'm just kidding. But no, it has a lot of problems. I'm never gonna give Call of Duty like a 1 or 2 just because I like those games. But
man speaks truth. Yeah, dude.
Y'all just haters.
Okay, like I said, it's not particularly bad, as in like just.
Should they release it now? No.
Yeah, I just think it just needs polish. Polish it.
Yeah.
Polish it like a pearl. That's all you got to do. But yeah, I think.
So we're not talking about Pokemon Unite.
I mean, we can talk about Pokemon Unite, but this would be kind of like where we cut off. This would be kind of like, I mean, it has been open discussion pretty much for quite a long time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, we're complaining about Call of Duty, and then we're just gonna go home. And then we're going to be like, well, I'm going to go home, but we're just going to be playing Pokemon Unite. And then we're just going to be there like, wow, this is such a good game. And I just think that's very interesting. I don't know.
Pokemon Unite equals rage.
For you. Any game for you. It's going to be
that
rage.
That should be corrected into any game equals rage.
Yeah. But I think we're going to call it here. I think. Or what do you think?
We can call it here. Let's end the podcast here. And then if people want to stick around, we can still talk to them.
Yeah. So, we're going to be canceling the recording here, so just give us a second. I think it's just pretty much just pause. Yeah. And then, we'll talk about Pokemon Unite for a little bit, I guess. Try to get I don't know how long we're going to end up with that discussion.
Yeah. Anyways.
Outro time.
Don't forget to like us, subscribe, download, blah, blah, blah on YouTube. We are kind of doing a double. This is a kind of a new format for us. So, just kidding. I don't know if you guys are liking this format because we normally just how do I word it? We normally just do like on Buzzsprout where we just upload and it goes to Spotify and stuff. So it's gonna be there. It's a little bit of a different format. So let us know what you guys think because we do want to do live stream because something that is very important to me and Fen is that we want to really like interact with people and get their opinion while we're doing the podcast. Yeah. And I had a lot of fun doing this. Live, I'm having a great time. Yep. So I think I kind of want to keep this format because I feel like we keep the energy a little more fresh. Yeah. So, yes. Yes, check us. We also stream on YouTube. Yep. So, Past the Pop Culture. Yeah, Past the Pop Culture. This is kind of a messy outro, but I think we're going to call it here. Thanks, guys, for listening.